Hello everyone, this is Raji in association with AKST. Today let us learn about validate schema in Dataflow. So, the validate schema means if in the source file, if any changes are made, then the Dataflow will not run. So, it shows the error. So, let us see this with an example. So, if you go to my storage account in employees in the input folder, I have employee sheet. Let us view this. So this is the employee sheet. Here we have employee ID, name, gender and department ID. So if we choose the validate schema option, then if we remove this gender table or made any changes in this input file, then the data flow will not run. So let us see this with an example. First, let us create a new data flow. Add source. Create new dataset. Azure Blob Storage. Click Continue. Delimited text. Click Continue. Here, employee input. Select linked to the service as sample linked service. Browse the folder. In the employee folder, in input, it is loading. Let us wait for a few seconds. It is taking more time. So select employee folder, click OK. Click OK. So I am giving this output to. I am not making any transformation since that is not we want. No need to make any transformation. Create new dataset for sync. Click Continue. Delimited text. Click Continue. Output for employee. Select the linked service. File path in employee. I want this in output folder. Click OK. Presently, I am not making any changes. And let us create a pipeline for this. I have taken the input in the source and given to the output in sync. I have not done any transformations here. So let us wait for a few more seconds since it is taking so much time. Let us wait for a few more seconds. Okay, it is completed. Now let us preview the data. To preview the data, we should on this Dataflow debug mode. Then we can go to data preview and we can view the data here. So in the meanwhile, let us create the pipeline, create new pipeline. For Dataflow, in settings, give Dataflow. So here, if you go to the source, if you observe in the options, let us select this validate schema. So we have selected this validate schema. Since we have not made any changes, if we run the pipeline, it will run successfully. So it is in process. It will run successfully and it gives the output. Here the output will be saved in output folder. If you go to storage account in employee, in the out folder, it will be saved in this folder. So it is still running. So our data flow is successful. So now let us go to our input folder, containers, go to employee and go to input, and this is the file we have taken. Now let us remove this employee ID column and let us check what will happen. So we have removed that column. Now click save. Okay. Now go to our data factory and let us go to our data flow. and let us see the data preview. Click refresh. Since we have selected the validate schema, now we will not get our data flow will not run. See. So since we have selected this, we are not getting the output here. So if we select this one, if we made any changes made to the input folder, then the output, the data flow will not run. So now let us, if you have not selected that option, click refresh. So we will have employee ID column as null here. So if we select validate schema, it will not, this data flow will not run. So this is, in some cases, we do not want to run our data flow when there is a change in input folder. So in that cases, we have to select this validate schema option in the source. So this is, we have to select this validate schema option. So this is how this validate schema option works. Thank you.